And she is obviously, knowing her body, it just operates at a completely different level than, say like the Gen Pop. So if there was any person to be able to compete at a high level and smash it, so soon after having a baby, it's Tia.
She's going to be so motivated. Do you remember when she was, I thought, still very pregnant, and she was saying that she knew in the midst of her pregnancy that she wanted to compete. And so she already had that fire building before she had her daughter. And now I just think that it's going to be even more so. And she's going to be, she'll have taken, that time off. And I think she'll be incredibly motivated and inspired, and she'll have all those super mom powers. And I think it'll be great. I'm excited.
Super mom powers is that thing, having watched Annie and both Cara come back, and they just said, hey, we've got stronger since just with that physiological change. And Tia is already strong as it is. So I wonder how that will kind of change her performance.
Perfect. Speaking of that, Amy's pregnant. She announced it yesterday, right?
Did she?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
it was in May, I think. Right? May?
Yeah, May something.
So that's Annie out of the season next year?
Yeah, 100%. For sure. Maybe not next. This year, for sure. I don't think she's going to do that. She might pull a Tia, but she delivers in May. I don't know. Theoretically, nah.
Probably still qualify.
I would.
Yeah, totally.
That's. I think it's. I'm excited for her. It's whatever she wants to do. I think it's great. She's a great role model, and I think everyone looking to her can make adult decisions on whether that's safe for them or not, or anything like that. And so, I think people that have opinions on what other people do for their lives are, should probably focus more on.
Just need to stay in their own lane. Just need to stay in their own lane.
I got way bigger problems than what Tia's doing. I think Tia's an athlete. She's a paid athlete, right? We theoretically fund her life, right, by watching and promoting her and following her on Instagram or whatever. But she's an athlete. I want athletes to be athletes. I want them to do crazy, physical, amazing shit all the time. And this is right up there for sure. And it's going to be completely mesmerizing to watch her and Laura battle it out.
Yeah, so. I'm really excited I just think this event is just the right amount of time after the games that you're ready to watch again, excited to watch again. Rogue does a really cool job, I think, of coming up with events that are fun to watch, and they have just such a cool setup and amazing coverage that it's always just a very well run show, and it's easy to watch and good to watch, and it's really, I really look forward to it.
Yeah, I agree.
And for people who don't know, it is nine workouts over 4 days. So you've got one event on the Thursday, 2 on the Friday, and then you've got 3 workouts on the Saturday and the Sunday. Okay, just moving on into the workouts then. And you've seen, CJ, you're keen to see Tia and Laura. Is there other sort of, and obviously if go back to last year, I know a big highlight for me was Danny Spiegel with the log, and just seeing just the pure athleticism there. Is there anything in the workouts where we can deep dive into what we're excited about?
I think the workouts from a quick overview, so we don't know.
Okay, I was excited to see the Killer Cage back in there with a little spin on that old games workout. Do you know the one that I'm talking about?
What's the?
No, what was the Killer Cage?
Event 3, the circus. 40 cal ski. No, yeah, 40 cal ski, arm, strongman, dumbbell shoulder to overhead, and Killer Cage down and back.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the Killer Cage?
It's an obstacle course, right? Or it's the monkey bars, right?
The monkey bars, and they set
the
it up
monkey
like in the
bars.
tennis stadium before. It was from an old games, and I think it was bike on one end, cage down and back.
Right.
Elizabeth Akinwale demolished everybody.
Yeah. But I think it's good. I'm looking at the programming, and we don't know 2 workouts. We don't know the heavy Texas heavy, which I assume is the log or something.
It's three workouts we don't know. It's event 1 Texas heavy, and then event 5 the duel, and then the final event the cleanup. Those are all TBA.
Okay. But I feel unless there's like a really heavy vertical press, I can't say push-up workout. I think they're all heavy. They're all big pulling gymnastics, and I think Laura's going to really have a good chance to do it. Right? It's hard. I would never put my money against Tia. I'm a gambling man, and but I wouldn't bet against Tia. But this is about as close as I would get. I don't think nothing here is screaming out that maybe the box jump pegboard workout, but which one is
event 8?
I think they're just going to be. You got to be really strong. It's all really heavy. Like the kettlebell, the fat bell grounds overhead at 53s for the ladies and 70s for. You got to be really strong to do really well in this. It doesn't seem like it's very aerobic in nature. Which I think is going to lean towards Laura.
Because even event 4 is 10 rounds of 4 ring muscle ups, 8 handstand press ups, and 12 power snatch at 95 and 65. That's I wouldn't say that's limiting enough for to stop Laura.
Yeah, I mean, if it's maybe 80 is a pretty high number, but it doesn't say strict. It probably is. That's such a hard word. That's such a hard word.
I know. I know.
Shit.
I'm looking at it I would genuinely want to do that and give that one a go.
So long. That would just be so compounding. Miss Nate, right? A variation of Nate, right? But yeah, that's a tough one. Ben would do really well with that workout. If his back would hold up.
On the snatches.
120 power snatches. It's a lot.
I'm also super interested. I just realized that Roman is listed as a competitor.
Yeah, his ankle's good.
What was the official diagnosis? Do you remember? What happened?
Tore some ligaments. I don't think he ever broke it. I think he tore a lot of ligaments on the outside of his ankle.
So Jeffrey Alder, Roman, and Patrick Vellner. Man, this is very much a CrossFit Games preview. Especially on the men's side. Almost even more so maybe than the women's side. I don't know. It'll be really interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
CJ,
from both are there, at least.
Can Roman be 100%?
Oh yeah.
Timeline wise?
Yeah, I mean, if it's just the only thing